You don't go out so safe. Some good morning. Walali na mumutima kwange, my life is Good morning, Wilbur. Give me my massage, you were stuck with me. Good morning, Martha. Director Martha Academy na Mamukono. Good morning, Deno. It's my role. Good morning. Good morning, people. Mwena muli mutya. Lero nze sinza okubeera late ndowooza. Main road gendayo kajjamu kalero kanjigiriza kangezeeko to maneuver from this way. The way you love me. Good morning, Nicholas. Good morning, Joel. Band them down. My people, this Saturday the show is launching at 8 p.m. This Saturday my show, The Cafe, will be launching. Yeah, so today we're talking about the car as an entertainment tool. And I'll try to make a point that even as we speak right now, you guys are being entertained courtesy of the car. So yes, the car can be an entertainment tool. But I hope you're doing well, that your weekend was okay. My weekend was quite fixed. Today is Monday. It started the start of the week. I hope Monday is not terrifying to you guys. Monday doesn't have to be terrifying. It can be a good day, a good start of the week, especially if you're also driving in your car. So, of course, Katinze, one thing that I realized as a person that for me it would be one of the things that keep me happy, that entertain me. You see how people get entertained when they go to music concerts, or when people get entertained when they go to the swimming pool and they swim. Personally, I don't find joy in all those things. Concerts bore me. Weddings bore me. Kwanjuras bore me. I think I'll also be bored at my own Kwanjura because I'm not used to sitting just there doing nothing. And majority of those things that people find pleasure in, they be just sitting there. They don't be doing anything. So I find that after that I'll take you to my place. I find that when I'm driving my car, I'm actively involved, yet I'm also being entertained. Chairman Zach, good morning. Access News, good morning. So today I'm going to try and discuss with you guys in what ways the car is an entertainment tool. Yeah? And of course, Mondays don't have to be that gloomy. For starters, if you buy a car you can afford, Mondays won't be gloomy. But I'm telling you, there are guys right now. Why? Because of fuel. Amafuta tamanyoba gamutuusa. Kate senga gamuyambadde gamutuusa. Tamanyoba anaakoma weewaka. Why? Because they bought a car they cannot afford. They bought a car that is really expensive for them to keep on the road. So for starters, of course, for the car to be an entertainment tool, you just have to buy a car you can afford. Tomala Gagura. I realized that I learned that one of the things you have to avoid as an individual is you have to avoid buying cars out of emotion. Which take it. Togura Moroka simply because your heart says you love that car. You have always dreamt of driving that car. Which take it. That urge fades away in like a week. But of Moroka it fades away in a month. But now, let me try to mute it. Yeah, I've muted it. Muting is making something quiet. Okay? Now I've totally muted it. Yeah, so Mark, good morning. Abby, good morning. Yes. So I was still talking about you buying a car simply because it's a car that you admire, or it's a car that you feel you should be buying. It feels like you're going to feel proud driving that car, that you'll feel within yourself that, okay, I'm driving the car of my dreams, and things are going well, and as you go to buy it, you probably feel like it's not like that. You should buy a car and go take up mathematics. There are so many things you can do to even the simplest car that can make it feel like the car of your dreams. We were talking with Musomes, I think, about yesterday. Neka kantu commuting. Kakoma woko ka. So we're talking with Musomesa on the phone, and then he was asking me, what's your dream car? Personally, I don't think I have a dream car anymore. I've made everything logical about cars. Now everything is logical. If your goal is to go to meetings in the car, buy a car specifically for the meetings. Okay, let it be. And if the meetings, like those important meetings where you need to drive a certain car, happen once a year, you can hire a car for that particular meeting. Good morning, Nsereko Starch. Manango mwaka buwedeko. Amina wewe bali you guys, it's actually 3 months left to the end of the year, because it's October is coming, and then we'll be left with October, November, December. I don't know how far have you gone with your goals. Okay, and if you have not achieved those particular goals you set at the beginning of the year, have you substituted those goals with something else? Every goal, when you set, every year when you set goals and actually achieve them, that year will feel much more fulfilling. It will feel much more fulfilling than if you didn't set goals and if you didn't really attempt or even make an effort to attempt them. Doctor, I saw your video on Friday on Uber, but do you know that you would have been a teacher because you have a talent in teaching? I teach. I do teach. I'm not really a teacher. I'm a director, and directors have that element of teaching, because I work with actors sometimes that are very green, that can't even act, and I make sure they act. So in a way, I think, yeah, but I don't like teaching. Teaching is stressing, especially when you're teaching. I want to have a together. What? Yeah. You close eyes. You see, you know how to close your eyes.
No. When I've been sleeping,
Hey, we'll find a solution. Isaac, good morning. Nelson, Chris Fitness, how are you today? So nsere katsabi desara banange wabule emyezi esatu. Try as much as possible to look at your goal list. I've seen people that say setting goals and having a list of goals is not important, but personally, here's where I set my goals are much more fulfilling. Even if you kind of like achieved 80% of your goals, it's better than achieving nothing. It's better than not knowing what you achieved. Goals are very important for us as human beings, and I find that goals in a way give you a purpose. Give you a purpose for the year, give you a purpose for that period of time, and yeah. So a car as a source of entertainment. Normally when we say a source of entertainment, the first thing would come is that I want to buy a car that I love. See, sometimes you would feel like that's the first source of entertainment when you want to buy a car. It's actually not the first source of entertainment. That's just the feeling that you get. You remember when they were buying us new clothes and you wear them to church the first time or to the mosque the first time, and the first time you go to church in those new clothes, it feels like heaven. But then they get dirty and they become ordinary. For the car, getting dirty is the cost you start incurring after you've bought the car. Because whether you like it or not, new or not, sooner or later you're going to start fixing that car. And when you start fixing the car, you're going to start spending money. And there's nothing we don't like spending money on something that we have bought that is new. But whether you like it or not, you'll spend money. Zero mileage. If you buy a 0 mileage car and you're the first owner in ever in the world, well, that car you may not end up spending money fixing it for like a year or two. But even that, on Ugandan roads, within a year you'll be spending money. Then you won't. But me personally, as Arthur, I know that if I bought a car 0 mileage and I were driving it to my home, within a year I'll be fixing stuff. Now that's one thing we as human beings don't like. Like when we buy something new, we don't expect to spend money on it. Sorry, someone was trying to call me. I think the person trying to call me doesn't know that I have a live broadcast today morning. I hope it's not someone that wants to do pre-purchase inspection. Someone called me last week and they wanted me to do a pre-purchase inspection for them on Thursday, but they are a musician, so they had a wedding on Thursday to play at and Friday, so they could not make it. Yeah. So a car as a tool of entertainment, as an entertainment tool. You see what we are doing right now. Me personally, when I'm driving my Corolla, especially when I'm doing these live broadcasts, I'm being entertained. Not simply because I'm on the live broadcast, but simply the act of actually driving this car. And by old, I don't mean mine. Arthur, about Patrico, he went to the US to MC the Chikade show that took place after UNA elections. So he's coming back. Good morning, Arthur. Blessed new week. Thank you, Hanaba. Blessed new week to you and to all of you guys that are watching. Abby is saying true, but I think everyone has to have such feeling of getting something new in life. But for a car, it's better to buy what's in your capacity. Exactly, Abby. That feeling doesn't last that long. The feeling of my car is new, my car is fresh. The new car smell will stay there, but you'll not smell it anymore. It's like when you're using perfume, you get to a point where for you, thank you. We should buy these more. How much are they? 8. On the road even? Like in one day? Huh? Where did you buy? You can't buy in the supermarket somewhere?
Yes, we can.
Give me another one. Waliwo bwokulya bwe bampaddeko wano naye nga bulungi nnyo. Kambalageko. Kamulaga. What are these, Aban?
Grapes.
These are grapes.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, grapes are fruits. Achieving 80% of your goals for the year is a great achievement. Yes. Actually, even achieving substitute to those goals that are equally as important is also good, because sometimes goals change. Like as this year had just started, when this year was starting, I had just pitched the cafe TV show to DSTV, and they hadn't replied to me, so they just started. All of a sudden in April, they replied to me and they say they want me to actually shoot the episodes you're going to watch. So it happened very fast. In April, I signed the contract with them, and then I had to start shooting, but I did not have a studio. So then building the studio came on top of my list, and that was a very big investment. So I built a studio, then I had to buy sound equipment, and so there are goals that come along the way that are as big as the goals you had. So you can realize that along the way I built a TV studio, I bought sound equipment. I've not bought a new car, but I have something that I invested in. Now, while some people can build Mizigo, that TV studio for me is a very big investment. And it's not at 100%. It was a prototype of a TV studio, and it's working. There are some goals that I sidelined for me to be able to achieve this big goal. That, like, the sound equipment I bought can buy 2 of my Corollas. So don't feel bad if you not achieve the goals on your list. If you have achieved substitute goals as well, it's also good. Weekend yabadde nzibunyo deep in coffee. Harrison Paul, yeah, deep in coffee nkubirako. Why isn't tukola podcasting tunywa kawa no tuyigiriza kawa omulungi atali mulungi? Because me, I like coffee. When I'm working, it helps me stay awake. Like, there are times when we shoot overnight. To shooting emisana, to shooting a nature, and to remember kusanga kumi. Netuzuka kubi and to them shooting. Those days coffee used to work for me. Na nyina kawa when naguda wa na Uganda na mama. Balinga abakwata coffee husks ne bongera ne bazukuba ne bazitutera muli. Okitegeera. Dr. Jonathan, it's called olfactory fatigue or desensitization when you no longer smell your perfume. Yeah. Dr. Jonathan, there is olfactory fatigue. But then why does olfactory fatigue last a year, Dr. Jonathan? Like me, I no longer even know how my perfume smells. Yet people stop me and they say, perfume chijokoze seyo. How are they even smelling it? Good morning, Alan. Arthur, why is it that when you buy a car you start seeing the same type everywhere? I think it's because now you have that particular type. Like, before I bought this Corolla, it seemed like they didn't even exist. When I bought the Corolla, then I started seeing them on UAH, UAF, UAU, UBB. Then I started seeing them all over. But I also think then you start paying attention. I also start paying attention. I think it's just something that is psychological. But Dr. Boba inzotuga Boba ina katitamu zoraba no ya tugaye munno katokulekera okusimukunza perfume yo nacho olfactory fatigue. Like your noses get fatigue. Your noses get fatigued. Ana naze mulaini erimu tractor mukama katonda. More. But me, I want berries. I don't want you to give me high five. They are grapes.
Yes.
Then why was Nana calling them berries yesterday?
No, grapes, because
Yeah. Aban, you have to practice your lines again. Eh? We have to shoot it again. Okay? The thing we shot yesterday. Good morning, people. Alakaja, Abadi Mukamori. How are you today?
We shoot the fruits.
Yes. Good morning, Arthur. Compare Toyota Allion to Primo. The difference is that the Primo is overpriced, yet they are the same car. So buy the Allion. The Primo is just overpriced. Your olfactory centers in the brain get used to the smell and no longer take it as a music. Oh, Aban, I'm trying to work. Okay. Hey Arthur, how is a Honda Fit in terms of maintenance? Of course, maintenance is going to be a little expensive, but Hondas are good cars. It's just the maintenance and the fact that we don't actually have expert mechanics for Hondas, like people that are specialized for Hondas. We don't have those guys here. Nayenga yino Corolla je bali banguza bannange mugirabe ya black. Someone called me for that Corolla. Naye obuzi bali bagiseera. It was actually the same color also. It was a UAM as well, and the only problem was that the engine was bad. It was manual as well. The engine was bad, the body was bad, and basically I did the math and I needed to invest like 4 million, which didn't make sense. So I let it go. Good morning, Kafam. Please like the chat, the broadcast. I think you meant the broadcast. Good morning, Charles. Salmina. Driving is all about fun, no matter it's your job. Well, there are people that don't actually enjoy driving. Like me, I've told Mama Abani, I have game motoka. Yagan. She has her slave. She has a slave that will drive her. So she doesn't want to learn. She knows, but she doesn't want to mastering at the driving. You have a slave. Help you drive. So, but there are people that don't enjoy. That's why you find that some people actually get drivers. But me, I love driving. There are times I would go to parties just to drive. Like I would be at a party and I wish I was seated in my car. So a car as an entertainment tool. First of all, you have to onokuba artist omukazi omunene alowooza motoka. Yeah? Salmi. Onokuba artist omukazi omunene alowooza all of a sudden kati motoka. Adde banne gye bazze. Suppose you say tipper business to Jinako idea. Tipper business, but I have a brother that is doing that. My cousin brother does that, and he told us the same thing that the mosaic that I did an interview on said. If you're going to be buying a tipper, no tipper actually. We talked about the other lorries. The tipper business works, but Matthew Wabins are for example, I buy a truck of sand at 120, okay? And kubadeka abatisi, kulika amafuta, kulike motoka, kuliko musenyu. In a way it does for me. It doesn't make sense. Ekyannemye okubala. Okitegeera. N'abagikola bennyini balemererwa okungamba bwe kikola. Okitegeera. Because there is a time I did a live broadcast and I interviewed those lorry guys in Kawanda. Was it Kawanda or Maganjo? So, but all of them were against actually someone buying a lorry and giving it to someone. Which that it will not make you money. But if you insist, then you can buy. Also, my madam refused to drive my car. When I sat her down, she said she wants to drive a new car, not a chikekete. Oyo mama atya kubuulira wama kituufu awo no sisuubira naye baba kiriko nyashi nange Salome. Arthur, please make me understand. Do you charge 400,000 inspection fee per vehicle inspected, or it doesn't matter how many cars you inspect as long as the inspection is done within a day? William, it doesn't matter how many vehicles, because the more vehicles we inspect, the better for you. Sorry, network emergency yeko naye waliwo omusajja wa Kisubaru ampise mu maaso bannange oba abantu obwongo obukola butya oba abantu obwongo bukola butya. He had negative energy. Ate he does the business. Ate also is in the same business. Now at Katsalmin, I can tell you one thing. There are families that can be broke for generations. But those families sometimes can be broke because of the choice of career, the choice of the jobs they do. Like you see that Musei can be in the business. Musei teyali bulungi. But I can let you know such because it was the same interview. Musei already yali ye na okuba. But there are people who stay in businesses because at least they can buy food. It's not like they're in the business because they make good money, but it's because they have to survive, and that's the only thing they know how to do. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. That's why normally it's a good thing for someone to upgrade their skill whenever they can. So there are people that would stay in a business simply because that's all they know how to do. You get it? And for me, I find that Musei, I used to have an uncle of mine. Yali tata wange muto, bana batata abasikira batata bafu. Like abasigara mbintu nga batata bafu. He was one of the guys that sold my dad's things. Yali akola that same business. Inga mwavu nga eva aba mwavu. Ngeze zokulya tezimugula. And I think that's one of the reasons people stay in certain businesses. Ezokulya tezimugula nenga there is no progress. It's the same thing that happens with Uber. You get it? It's the same thing that happens with Uber. Osobola okubera mwezi okulya tezikubula. Netova mu kifo. Because there is no progress in that job. You see Salmin ngabo osobola okola. I don't know what exactly you found. Like for example, someone that gena mu esiba buno omusana. Samsung atayinza butabuguma. Nebweba iPhone wanejja kubuguma. Ida kati ngenze mu SC mode. So Salmin, some people stay in jobs because they can buy food, they can pay school fees for their kids, but I doubt you want to be in survival mode. And the thing that guy is saying is the same thing that my cousin brother said at Ngari Mulore. Nagambe moroka yetaaga ng'olina ky'ogenda ogikozesa gwe nga gwe ng'erina emirimu gy'ogyegenda okukola, and that would be the primary reason for you buying that car. And then you giving that to someone else ogikozesa ku stage would be secondary. Nga bwefuna ebyokukola ebirala egenda n'ebikola. Okitegeera? Because right now hardwares also sell sand. Hardwares have lorries. But why would I buy sand from an independent person if there is a hardware that will give me cement and sand at the same time and even give me discounts because I buy from them other things? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Okitegeera Salmi? So yeah, in a way I concur with Musei. Ate ng'oyagala okukakasa nti ebyo ebintu ebiseera ebimu bigaana n'aba taxi. I know people that have invested in taxis and failed. Okitegeera? It's not like they are bad businessmen or they bought a bad taxi. No. Like there is a guy nabamnyumize yansanga ku bakery. I was buying bread Matugao. Before me ngamba Mr. Arthur nsanyusa okukulaba bannange. Oyina ebiseera ebimu oyogera story ng'ampulira oyogera ku nze. He told me he bought a taxi, gave it to his own brother, blood brother, same mother, same father. And he bought the taxi 17 million, sold it 10 because he was tired. He even borrows Porsche. So sometimes it will not be like the business doesn't really make money, but you may buy a lorry and end up giving someone food. Because you invested money in a lorry that is making money for someone else. But anyway, let's go back to entertainment. Listen to that. Girl, I love you. I remember that's one form of entertainment, and I have guys that I've worked with at the cafe set, like and the time they were moving with me, they sat in the car and there was music, and then we got in jam and music was playing, and they said, you know what, that's one reason I want to buy a car, to be able to listen to music even when things are not going as well as planned. Of course, when you're in traffic jam that lasts like hours, you cannot listen to music all the time because the battery will get depleted. But if you're in jam that's going to last like 5 minutes, you can listen to music at all times. So that's one form of entertainment you get from your car, is that as you move, you can listen to your choice of music, especially if you own the car and you're not just getting a lift. Then it's different. But if you are like you're in your own car, then it's definitely something else. You can listen to your music whenever you want. Like, I can play my music, my song 10 times. Even you guys won't do anything to me. That's one thing you get. The other thing you can get is that, like Musomesa Samuel Sisye, he has a Wish Valvematic, and I know these expensive radios, the Android radios. And with that Android radio, you can even go to Facebook, you can go to YouTube. As a matter of fact, if he's watching this broadcast, he's watching it from that radio in the car. Now that Android radio, so if you have a car, you should be able to enjoy your car that much. So you buy that Android radio 600,000, which take a motor car, where you got it, which take it, right? Nange njagala jigula naye jenyine kyakola mathi bwayitije ebibaawo njagala jigula ne mathi. The math is not mathing. The math is not mathing. But anyway, yeah, so one way you can get entertained yourself is, first of all, having a good radio and sound system like mine. Yeah, and I would play for you different songs. I don't have copyright to the songs. Let me play for you the cafe song. Don't forget to watch my show, by the way, every Saturday, 8 p.m. Let me play for you the cafe song. Now, Lunyakore, I don't understand. Then, Runyoro.
Yes, we can do it together as one. We can do it together as one. Eyo mukukora tuyombagana tulwanagana tusonjagana naye tukwatire wamu anti agali awamu gegalumenya. So we can do it.
We can do it. Yes, we can do it together as one. We can do it together as one. So, and Musei said that it's selling it at 20 million. I got a for business. Tell him 1 million. I mean, if Musei was selling his story at 20 million, people are giving him money, he would go and do other things. Musei has nothing else to do. There are people that get stuck in businesses because that's the only thing they know how to do. I see Toto has started reducing cost from 5,000. No, I think about reducing no swana. Hey, David, no swana, but I now reducing 40 shillings is very little money. Especially all about your full tank and 40 shillings the zina chezikola. 40 shillings times 10, that's 400 shillings. Times 20, that's 800. That's very tiny. Toto is just playing the psychology games and the pricing games. Prices are going to go up again. Good morning, Council Patrick. My WhatsApp number is in the description of this channel. Good morning, brother. I like your encouraging content. Keep us. Amina, Hillary. Joshua, good morning. Lucky, taxi is worse than lorry. At taxi, like the engine can get old very fast. You mean the cafe is already airing? No, the cafe is starting this Saturday, David Jack. It's going to air this Saturday. Sawa Bidi. And after that, every Saturday will be airing. The more people know about this show, the more I'll make some money. And the cafe is employment opportunity to more than 20 people, by the way. More than 20 people. We have a cast, we have a crew, and then we have a studio, like the studio where we produced this. There are also young men there that need the money. Attended. Yes, I know that you got to know. Akarunyakole kakoledde kanka kwongere.
Bwana tukwatanise, we can do it together as well.
Nolo lunyoro.
Nenyikiriza zaitu, nikekit forever mbaganiza, tumbeke anganye tuhame. Yes, we can do it together as one. We can do it together as one.
Eyo mukukola, tuyombagana tulwanagana tusojjagana, naye tukwatire wamu. Ate agali awamu gigalumya ennyama. So we can do it. We can do it.
Yes, we can do it together as one.
Katulumaleo.
Muna. Emana kajitembeli. Jitembeli. Bana. Tuli kuchiwana. Tuli mukatale.
Yeah. Where the highs and lows can be there. The fights may be there. But when we get together as one, we can do it. We can do it. Tichisobala, tichibasa. Fenawamu tuchikusa. So, the cafe is going to be airing every Saturday, starting this Saturday at 8 p.m. on Pearl Magic Loco. Pearl Magic Loco can be accessed via GoTV and via DSTV. For the guys that remember Mebo, Mebo Mwali. Actually, I did this song with Mebo and a couple of other guys. Yeah. Let me pack and we converse a little more. We talk about the entertainment. Yoka as an entertainment tool. Some of the things they sang, I don't even know what they mean. Me, I told them what I want them to say in their languages. So for the guys that don't know why you should be watching the cafe is my concept of how we can be unified as a people, because you know this thing of tribalism that is going around, pointing fingers. We can actually work together as a people, regardless of where you come from, regardless of your background, regardless of your tribe. Tusobola okujjamu ne tukolera wamu. Okitegeera ne tulekera okwesosola, because at the end of the day we all eat food, we all got and we all die. So it doesn't matter who you are, you're not more special than anyone else. So that's the concept of the cafe. People come together in the cafe to work together, and they have challenges, by the way, but at the end of the day they actually have to come and work together as a team, so that the cafe grows. Because for me the cafe is a representation of the country Uganda. Abakonjo, because we have a Mukonzo in there, Abanyoro, Abachi, Abarugwara, Bondabona, they can actually. Karamajong, do you know of any Karamajong actor? I know what it was. So you'll find that we can come together and work as one. So the cafe is Uganda in representation. So go Uganda, watch it, and then probably will become more tolerant to other people. Better sharing about tribe, Ochitegeira, Chijaba Chituyamba. Sebo, I can download that app TV to watch your. Yeah, you download the GoTV app, my DSTV app. Yes, then you watch everything from there. One day, I got a lift from a wedding, and the moment I wanted to touch the window slider button, Yangamba, please don't even bother. This is my car. I don't do such in my car. In the 6 about lift. Arthur, did you accord every dialect the amount of time in your song? One thing you need to understand, that every song was sung by someone from that tribe, because at Dynamo we work with everyone. If you don't hear a language in that, we either don't have an actor that is from that place, or the actor from that place doesn't know their language, or the actor from that place doesn't know how to sing. For example, the person that does Lusoga, Emoto Kajitemberi, that guy doesn't know how to sing. We are actually trying to teach him to sing, because there's a show we are doing that is a musical and he has to sing. For the Munyoro, she ish. We have a Mukonzo who doesn't even know his own language, and which other tribe do we have there? We had a Murugwara, but even speaking his own language, Mutawanya. So I think in a way it's not really our fault that I wanted to include as many languages as I could, and probably in the next jingle for the show, some of you guys can actually come and do your own language in that song. The next jingle, we are going to try, the next time we shoot, we're going to try and involve as the public as much as possible. Yeah, I don't hear Luo or Kamajong. I'm telling you. Actually, most of the people that we work with that are actors are from the Central, okay? And most guys that have grown up in the Central end up not knowing their languages. They end up speaking Uganda so much that there is a point they reach and they don't even appreciate their own cultures. Like there's an episode we did that has dance. You realize that the Uganda actually know they are actually the Mukonzo knows Chiganda dances more than he knows his own Bakonjo dance. I think the Banyoro and the Banyankore and the Bachiga also know their things, but some other tribes they don't. The Basoga, Banang. If you're a Musoga here, do as much as possible to make sure that your people learn your language, your culture. By the way, the best place to entertain ourselves in our cars at home. We fight for entertainment appliances with kids, baby mamas. Hey, no, but me, I find that when the moment as a man, the moment you buy a TV, you buy it for your kids. For me personally at home, I even tell the maids that TV is for my kids. It's not mine. It's not yours. It's not for Mama Aban. It's for the kids. Like, parents are supposed to buy their own TVs in their bedrooms. And then if you start fighting for the TVs, then buy a laptop. And the thing with the like DSTV right now, if you buy GoTV or DSTV, you can have an app on your phone. If your baby mama is fighting to watch the novella, go to the app and watch something else. By the way, okay. So the car is an entertainment place. Like we have talked about music, you have good music in your car, have a good radio system, good woofers and all that. Make sure like me when I bought this car, the speakers were dead. I bought all 4 speakers. I bought each speaker. I think I bought each speaker 25,000. I put all the speakers. Najijanga mu motoka. Izi motoka zibatemya. Izenda lebi najijja mu Subaru. Emizinda lebi najijja mu ka Alex. Nintekamu. Then of course I didn't buy the woofer. Someone gave me the woofer because some people give me the, like I get offers by the way. Like someone was telling me they have a RAV4 2008 2009 model. It's manual and they're selling at 17 million. Now 17 million is a good offer for a RAV 2008 2009 model because that's like the model that people are driving right now. And 17 million is a good offer. But mathematics is not mathematic. JK is saying I'm a Musoga, but I don't know the language and I can't be faulted for that. I grew up with a single mom and I speak Rutoro, which is her language. Yeah, your dad should be faulted for that if he's there. So the same goes for many other people around Kampala. Definitely, so many people don't speak their languages, but don't worry, the cafe is coming. Like we have some. We know Murugwara. We know Murugwara Musho. Abasoga banji because the owner of the cafe in the show is a Musoga. So we have a lot of Musoga going around, and you'll be surprised that one time I'll tell you when the show starts airing, a character that is actually acted by a Musoga who doesn't actually know Musoga at all. Like we had to adjust the script to accommodate this actor, because he could not speak his own language. So the car is an entertainment. One of the things that I want you to try as much as possible to make happen is putting air conditioning in your car. That's one form of entertainment we get as Ugandans. And nyumba za fizina natural air conditioning. So since our houses have natural air conditioning, it means that the only place we can get artificial air conditioning majority of the time is the car. Kakati go finger tofunye ku AC. We have seen air conditioning. Jacket. But for you guys that have never been to studio, there are chances that you have never even felt what air conditioning is and how it works. Now, this is a chance for you to have AC in your car. So for the person that hasn't bought a car yet, I think buy a car that if it's you're buying a budget car and it doesn't have air conditioning, at least make sure that it's in repairable states that you can actually make the AC work. Okitegeera. Ekano kankayiseeyo banayo mwe bagayi bwe tugula emmotoka naawe ate topapala. Yesterday someone we bought a car with ng'akubira makanika wange nga ngamba ayinawo leakage ku motoka ye nti yayise makanika namugamba ha motoka nfu nyina kugitwala wange njisumulule yonna. So it should be akonjagadde kayisawo nga sinnakeerabira, but leakages happen, and I'm going to do a video specifically on leakages so that people understand. There are times that people have started trying to think that leakages mean a car is dead. No, leakages can happen, and sometimes a leakage can be in a car. Nga leakage ezejja mpola neekula. Seals get old. Katono je kali mu engineering abimanyi. Seals can get old. Like when I bought this car, it had no leakage. I drove it for a year and it got leakages. Makatiga gearbox nechi ne engine, and my car is manual. So ngeetonya sisi. So when we are putting a clutch, I bought the seal as well. It's as simple as that. So sometimes the leakages can be there. Nebo ogula motoka mu bondo so ogigula n'ogisange wakange ina leakage. Oba n'ogivugamu emyezi 3 n'efuna leakage. Noba ogivuga wiki n'ereta leakage. It's important that you understand mechanic atakusumuluze motoka yo because of a leakage. Bakugamba leakage eri wano, read about that leakage ngatana because ajja kusumula ebintu bimene okuzzaawo. Some of these mechanics betetenkanya. How much could a new 2005 or Vox be in good condition? But a million kale nga 10 na between 12 to 15 million. Okitegeera nga teweeronze nnyo number plate. Bweba weeno ne number genda up to 20 million. Okitegeera. Yeah, so ndoza Harrison nkuzeemu. Ragnar. Sit and look at me. Ragnar. Yes. You see, come, stand. Stand. Are you standing? You're still sleepy. Don't sleep. It's time for school. Sorry, network took me off there. That's why I started talking to Ragnar. But it's back now. So I find that the fact that I'm in the car and I'm cool and everyone else outside is hot, for me, I find that to be really entertaining, and it makes me feel special. And one of the things, entertainment makes you feel special, like you are different. That's why people go to concert in the with VIP seats. Well, yeah, although Ugandan VIPs is not actually a VIP seat. I think the VIP in Uganda is like the Bakayora VIP in plastic, but that's not really VIP. So I find that alone, the air conditioning can be real entertainment for me. And one of the reasons why I like manual cars as well is that a manual car can actually can also be a form of entertainment. Like the fact that I change gears as I go along, especially nga sinatuuka ku busozi kuba ku busozi nange bwadde emotoka ya manual njimanyi nnyo era nange bumenyamu naddala nga tuli mu jam. Okitegeera, is it so hot? Okay. Why are you removing the jacket then? Because it's hot? Let me help you. Stand. This one also? So one of the reasons I like driving manual cars is because of the entertainment I get from changing gears. Now, for the people that have not driven manual cars for a very long time, they don't know how entertaining it can be. It's only a person. Ragnar, put on your shoes. Nothing. So, a manual car can be really entertaining, especially if you take pleasure in it. You know how people have been going to the gym for a very long time, and the time it becomes entertaining to them. Because he has to do it, because he enjoys doing it. Like me, I enjoy driving manual car. Entertainment that I get. The only reason I'm going to buy an automatic car is because I don't want Mama Urban cannot drive that car. So she can drive definitely. If we were stuck, she would be able to drive this manual car. She would definitely drive it because she has driven before. So regardless of what happens, Your car should be an entertain. Just looking at the car should entertain you. It means you should buy a car that you love looking at. The fact that I'm saying that don't buy a car simply because you love it doesn't mean that don't buy a car that you want to look at. Buy a car that makes you happy to look at. Like when we were buying the Fielder, the last Fielder we bought in the bond, we went with this gentleman, and there was a white Fielder, there was a black Fielder. Both cars were the same price. Okay, it's not like the black one was cheaper or the white, but whichever Fielder we would have picked was, and they were both at low mileage, 40,000 kilometers, and they were both nice. Okay, now the black Fielder had very small tires. Now that I've talked about small tires, I'm looking at a Fielder. But anyway, so what we did, sorry, someone was calling me. Bye. We had this black Fielder. Bye, Ragnar. We had this black Fielder, this white Fielder. Now the white Fielder was key start. The black Fielder start. Now this gentleman had already a push to start. Push to start. For him, that's a source of joy that he can come sit in the car and push the button. The car starts. That's entertainment. As a matter of fact, if you're driving your car and it's a key car and you want to make it push to start, there are kids and you make your car push to start. That's possible. Bako attaching a chikufu rechiri wane chechi sumzo ne bachijamu ne bateka we pesa ne bakola system eri wansi emoroka no jifula push to start, because that's the source of entertainment for you. So whatever you do, if you want to put extras on your car, put extras, because your car should be a tool of entertainment as well, not just a means of transport. Yes, personally for me a car is a means of transport, but you never take a radio screen, but I'm tuning to get the car. But with the music, because the moment they sit in the car in the morning, they start saying, "Daddy, can you please put the song?" They want to listen to music, so I put the music, and they are never bored in the car. Nze katinga wendi, the radio doesn't really make sense to me anymore. Mbambiro wozo byange. Bye. Ose mbambiro wozo byange. Omwana muleke ayebake. Mulenzi ye Ragnar, mulenzi enjoying. Mulenzi banange William. Ye Ragnar like Ragnarok from the movie. So it's important for you to understand that your car is your car. Like when you're seated in your car, it's like you're in an island. Ragnar Musanyi. When you're in your car, it's like you're in an island. This is the one place that you get access. You get access to the environment alone. This car is one place, actually for couples, for example, Nzinemama Urban. This car is one place when we are just the two of us, where we can quarrel and nobody can we quarrel and go. The car and our bedroom is one place that if we have something a matter to sort, we sort it from here. And the car is safe environment because no one can beat anyone. No one can beat another. So the car is actually a very safe environment for married couples to settle issues. Sit, talk, therapy. So it's a form of entertainment in that way as well. But the other thing that you can do is you're going to make your car entertaining. Apart from putting extras like baraza, putting a radio, putting extra, you can put perfumes. Like personally, recently I only bought this perfume. I should smell good as well. Like I'm getting in this practice of so your car for us guys that, for example, if you don't work in the corporate world like me, I don't work in the corporate world, and doctors like Dr. Jonathan who don't choose the environment, because as I think as a doctor's office you cannot put like perfumes there because of allergic and all that. So in a way you doctors don't really enjoy luxury at your workplaces. I don't think you do. So your car is one place where you should enjoy your luxury. If you need to put seat covers, put them. If you need to put take a move. ebintu byansi byakuleka. Don't stress yourself. The moment you afford to buy a car, you should be able to afford to make it entertaining for yourself. Now that doesn't mean go and buy a Mercedes-Benz, because I've always liked Mercedes-Benz, but right now Mercedes-Benz is tunyanga weight loss program. Chogambe motoka bwojambaza emipira eminene nnyo nnyo amafuta ahimbisibwe. Yes, the car was made for 185 size 14, which together the tire. It was tested for fuel efficiency, putting on that size of tire. The tire, the bigger the tire, the more times the car has to take it round, okay, to be able to move. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. The diameter of the tire. If the car is bigger, it means if the car on the normal size goes around 3 times to have a complete cycle. Now, if you put a bigger tire than 185, for example, put like 205, it will go around more than the times that it was meant to go around, which means that it will require more work to go around that tire. Still, a bigger tire is heavier. So, if a car was meant to carry 4 kilos of tires, and you bring tires 4 kilos in total, that's 1,111, okay, and then you buy tires that are bigger than 1 kilo each. You buy, for example, tires that are 2. Instead of having 4 kilos, then your car will be carrying 8 kilos. Weight definitely contributes to the amount of fuel consumed by a car. It's important that you understand that. Compare the fuel consumption of the NUA and Ipsam. If the NUA is old model, the Ipsam is old model, the NUA will consume more than the Ipsam. If the NUA is the 2005 model that I normally tell you guys to buy, the Ipsam will consume more. How is your morning? Is it possible to overhaul a Wish 2005 here in Uganda? Nenjishusa interior and the wheel shocks yona with electrical. I don't know what you mean exactly, but you can pimp. We call it pimping. You can pimp whichever car you want. But you manya the extras are there. Never to be. I was answering Bruno, who was asking Babaso Rokuchusa. You can do that. You can do anything you want to your car. Okay, but with the 2005 Wish, me, I don't recommend it. Why? Because there is a better Wish you can buy. A better gives you better fuel mileage, that gives you much more comfort, that looks better than the 2005 Wish. Yes, you can do it, but is it worth it? So you need to ask yourself, is it worth it? The only reason you should be doing those things is if you're doing it Pola, like you buy seats or seat covers, then you wait some time, then you do something else like that. But other than that, if you have money to top up and buy a 2010 Wish, I would actually recommend you buy that, because it will give you better fuel mileage and all. But you can do, you can definitely overhaul it without trouble. There are guys that can help you do that. The majority of these things you can actually do yourself. You can even go online and order for those things. Good morning, Mavo Gadget Center. A bigger tire has bigger unsprung weight, so it takes more energy to rotate it. Me, I actually had bigger tires on my car. I had the 195/14 on my car, and then I looked at the logbook and it said 185. I went back and bought 185. Kasninako 185. And I can tell you, when I had 195, the fuel consumed by my car was, I used to do 10 kilometers per liter to 11. Now I do minimum 13. I think I'm considering SC. So the tire definitely contributes to how much fuel you consume. Hello Arthur, what place would you recommend to get a good quality load? Go to City Tires. Me personally, I've tried to buy tires elsewhere. I wasn't impressed. Go to City Tires. Go to City Tires. You can go here to Bombo Road, the one City or Bombo Road, and they have not given me any money. Normally, when I recommend things that have worked for me, people think they have been given money. City Tires, the bampanga kusini. Atemwe unye service here when I'm after civil recommending and I end recommending MPira job. So I go to City Tires. Awala wonaba to MPira, but me I've tried to buy tires from elsewhere. Nengula jempire jenjole nente javga ya do mwaka. Because mkatinze mvuge ngendo nene. So I'm telling you a tire that you will drive. And for majority of these small cars, buy Linglong. Linglong has been proven, at least for Ugandan roads, to work better than all the other tires. Yeah. Arthur, or you get the 2010 Wish. How much is it like? 2010 Wish a million asatu mutano kwa asatu mumusavu mubond, depending on where you buy. And you're buying terms and conditions. Me on asatu mutano ku mubond. Maze kubala katono kajamu ko mukalaba ne compressor hii ali yagala compressor ya C180. It's a nice cupboard for town service. Nze mbabulira zine moroka zinyuma okolera bukotongo okolera ntinda okitegera kati no wonder bazita za bagaga. Most of the people that I know actually that drive Mercedes Benz babeera Mengo, babeera Kibuli, babeera mu kibuga outside Kampala okujja kongeera wabeera wakolera. There is another guy that I know that drives a Mercedes Benz. He lives in Hoima. In Hoima, Kasim is the one that inspects his cars, that fixes the car for him. But he lives in Hoima, works in Hoima. He doesn't go outside Hoima. The time that he's outside Hoima, he's coming to Kampala to get the car fixed. That's all. So kati bobovuga more than 10 kilometers a day, more than 20, kati tugambe 20 kilometers a day. And if you're driving on bad roads, leave German cars. If you drive more than 20 kilometers and if you drive tarmac, leave German cars alone. Let German cars be driven by guys that drive tarmac majority of the time. Which take it. So your car can be an entertaining. Like there is a way I want to transform my boot. I'll show you, and I want to do it DIY. Of course, I won't do everything, but it will be DIY because I'll have the plan. I'll go to where he said, then I'll do everything the way I want it. Which take it in a way that doesn't actually increase the weight of the car. Which take it. Dr. Jonathan, bundazi nabuvako. Zinagagenda kufanga andi moto. Sichali bundazi. And actually, Dr. Jonathan, I do intermittent fasting for most of my days now. Naye munange nasala kirejo. Every week najida kuba najikola consistent, but these days I fast because it's the best thing for me to do. I don't fast because benzine tuli muscles asiye buzobu bundazi. We need to do sensitization. Tell people bundazi are not very healthy. Sikyali ngano nnyo. So your car can be an entertainment. There are things that people do. For example, mulaba ipsam eyo. Mulaba ogundi obusasobo babutekako ebintu bya black ebyo. That makes it nice to look at. Okitegeera. It makes that busasi nice to look at. And this is an old ipsam. But you see the other things that he did on the mud flaps. You see the mud flaps. The mud flaps that he put. The mud flaps that he put. The mud flaps that he put. The mud flaps that he put, they are red, but they kind of looks nice. I think majority of the ipsam that are going to stay on the road are going to be super. Ziri ipsam ordinary zona zigenda kuvako kukubo zigweko because people don't even like to drive them. Okitegeera. Kati no ipsam super giraba ne ku bumper kuliko bu sensor. Now those sensors for if they are still working, they help you in their parking assist. Like you cannot knock a car or an object behind you when you're reversing. They help you sense. So obutu bwa black bemunda buli walinge wali obutara bwa red waliwo obutu bwa black obo butono. Those are parking assist sensors. When you add weight on your boot, on the consumption, I'm not going to add so much weight. I'm going to personalize the boot. I'm going to personalize the boot, make it match because emotoka yange kati emotoka enkadde nga zino wabawo ebintu byoba olina okukola to make it nicer. So that's one of the things I'm going to do, work on the emotoka zaffe zino enkadde ebiseera abantu basinga okufa boot because abantu bazisomberamu amatoke ne bazisomberamu biki neetuuka nga yeefaananira nga bweyagala. So it won't definitely increase the weight. I'll use lightweight things. So entertainment for your car is you feeling good in the car. That's the first sort of entertainment. You should be able to enjoy driving your car. Era bobera ne moroka nga gwe toyina na aje egivuga muganda wange. Moroka gitunda ogule gy'onooyagala okuvuga. You see that person that owns that Ipsam, moroka yagyagala. Era n'ogenda okugigula essaawa eno, you will realize that agiseera. Because when you look at it, it's a good looking car. Okitegeera eyinza okwagaza Ipsam because of what he does to it, how he looks after it. Era nkimanyi ne bw'oyingira interior yaayo ojja kukisanga nti Ipsam eza bulijjo ziye zifaanana bwe zagala. Okitegeera kati Ipsam eyo mugiraba jjagiguze ekitone nnyo miliyoni 8 because it's eri wamu eyina emipya gyayo gyonna ena era ojja gisanga ne wansi tekubagana ne interior ojja gisanga ng'eri wamu. I can tell you, I can challenge you to go to the market and try to find an Ipsam that looks like that. Oyinza obutagisanga. I think Brian is one person that got the Ipsam Super that looks like this. Okitegeera. Brian is one of the very first people that paid for pre-purchase inspection. Era yafuna Ipsam Super era ng'efaanana ddala bwe nayo yali ya white. It's a very rare, it's rare to find a car, to find the Ipsam that looks like that ngate kizibu nnyo because abazinera tebagala zitunda. Yeah, so kati eno nuwe, this is the newer that I discourage you guys from buying. That one. Girabe efuwa n'omukka. Kyokka eri ku UBB. Kyambagamba enamba temuzifaako nnyo. Mugule moroka nga bulamu kati yefuwa omukka kitegeeza ayina kusiba engine ezo bazisiba EFI engines bazisiba sasa ne baba kajjamu leero kayitirivu. Of course wano bulijjo bwankwata naye watukutte munnyo. So kampisewo akalango kano, you guys, I work at an institute called Platos Institute of Arts and Marketing, website platosinstitute.com. You can Google Platos Institute of Arts and Marketing or Platos Institute Kampala, and then you'll see what is done there. Platos Institute is the leading place of study for actors, directors, writers, and arts managers. The institute has only 4 courses. Only 4 courses: actors, directors, script writers, and arts managers. Arts managers, we have a manager, bar managers, hotel managers, and all that. That's the course. Museum curators and all that. Course here. And then of course directors like myself for film, stage, and all that. And then of course writers that write film scripts and all. And scripts are paying actually right now. Nti omuntu awandika script, for example, a TV show like The Cafe, every script tujugula emitwalo 2 ekitono okitegeera. So if a person can write like 10 episodes in a week, that's good money for the Ugandan standard. Good morning, Mr. Lucius. So your car for entertainment, eyo Ipsam eyo tegulika ko Ipsam eyina ne SC tegulikako naye yajja okuwulira mu mafuta. So your car as entertainment, you should feel proud to drive your car. Majority of the time when people buy cars like Primo, it's because they are trying to feel what I'm telling you to buy your car and feel. They don't want to buy a car and make it that. They would rather go and buy a car at 40 million, like that car that is in front of us, the Primo in front of the Ipsam, elimu million anamutan right now. But you're asking yourself, why buy that car at 45 million? It's just the feeling that car gives people. It's a psychological feeling. Because everyone knows that Primo is overpriced. Like that Mark X mubondi like elimu million nga 23 24. Mark X ngampya. okitegeera 23-24 nga gwaje etandikidde Kampala okitegeera yet the primo of the same year is at 45 million. You can imagine 45 oba ogattako obusente butono nnyo ofuna Harrier, ogattako obusente butono nnyo ofuna Vanguard, ogattako obusente butono nnyo ofuna RAV4 okitegeera yet the RAV4s and the Vanguard give you something that the Primo doesn't give you. They give you the SUV feel. I was so inspired after watching your video on TikTok when someone wanted to put SC in a Starlet. Nenga pade dara Starlet otekamu SC yachi ngati wajisangamu okukuba kwonona sente kati huyu era yamaze nakkiriza nagaba amusabe emitwalo 5 okitegeera. Some repairs are not worth it. When you buy a car that doesn't have SC, you just have to leave it that way until you sell it and buy a car that has SC. For me, with my Corolla, I've never had to repair SC. SC we morokeno yali akola. Yali kafuse kali kakuba just. Either when I bought this car, we changed the fuse, put gas, and the AC was ice cold since then. I've never even had to put AC again since then. The last time I put gas in this car was in 2021. Was it 2020? 2021. Sidanga mukuteka mu gas and it's ice, it makes you ice cold. Okitegeera. How much is the Toyota Allion in the bond? I don't know. Simanyi na kumanya oba Allion yechajja, but if it still comes jibayire million nga 29 share and like the broadcast. Thank you Mavo Gadget Center. Bana imwe bagai. Share and like the broadcast. Also don't forget to share news about the cafe. Mweche mumanya cafe bwene enkolera sente ngenda kusigala no ku broadcasting ne yagala yakola ne research for the love of cousin and settled anta akasente kabaka yingira akathe cafe mujirabe gwene bwogenda ku my go TV app or my DSTV app feel free to switch on the cafe ojireka ne boba tojirabye. That's what we mean to support. Cheche nalimbaga n'abantu bafewa n'ababadde wana abatu beredewo, support them. Support them. Bobera in the east and you need a lawyer, there is Council Patrick. Bonoza romwana nga Math Academy eguddewo mutwale ku Math Academy obebera mukono. Mavo Gadget mwali mu kibuga amasimu agayina perfume ne laptops. Okitegeera. Then Antonio wali ku welding. Antonio akola bintu bingi. Tulina Jeremy yangana okugula amajigi yagana okundagirira ku farm. Yagana okola delivery. But you realize tulina Dr. Jonathan enamba yenjirina. You want to consult omugamba nakulagire eddwaliro lije ogenda n'okola consultation ku lunaku lwaliyo nola oba ine eddwaliro lyakolamu eriri ya buy okitegeera. Tobeeranga awo ekintu ekikutawanya. We have our own people here okitegeera. Kanange no supporting cafe mujirabe naro abakamba gambe ku Saturday sawa 2 tuli ku Palm Magic Loco tulaba the cafe. By the way, the cafe teri mu kuwemula it's clean comedy temuli kuwemula yadde n'akatono. So omusana no guli mu simu yange Dr. Jonathan wali ojogerera mbu simanya I'm using a fake charger. I'm using the normal chargers we use in Kampala. Natekemu SC astangenda nnyo amafuta leero. Natekemu SC ngisena mu cold so that kajam kano kana tutabwe kati. Arthur, can I still replace my shocks at City Tires? No! There are things you don't do at City Tires. Bruno, don't replace shocks at City Tires. No! Talk to your mechanic. Ovuga morokachi. City Tires waliwo ebintu byebasere bitali worth it. Ate ebintu ebimu tebabimanyi. Tebajja kukkiriza naye ebintu ebimu abaana baabwe tebabimanyi. Okitegeera ebintu ebimu bwono nanga waliwo gaye yajja nga avuga jeep. Nangamba ku Spear Motors muruka yawe bali bajonoona bwonoonyi. Okitegeera ne bagijjayo ne batandika ogikanikira ebweru wa City Tire wa Spear Motors. So shock absorbers don't go to City Tires. Don't. Olaba shock nze kati nze egulira. Ngenda nenzeegulira nezeeta makanika ne mugazi teekemu. Nateekamu. City Tires tugulayo mipiira ne wiper because I bought there a Bosch wiper. It's really nice. Buy the shocks. Sometimes you not even allow your mechanic to buy shocks for you. Buy the shocks yourself. Nonye duke itunda shocks and take a bet. If they work out for you, good. Mani kuba makanika waffe, we are simply taking bets. So ka sound kemuida ka air conditioning, emmotoka eno namukadde naye it's a special namukadde. Ya entertainment, nabagambye S is one of the forms of entertainment in your car. Okitegeera. And also the other form of entertainment, as long as you have not knocked anyone, watafita kupapyanga ne bwabanga afuwa bibyakola ebyo tebikupapyanga. Vuga emmotoka to your safety and to the safety of the people on the road, other road users. Topapanga nti olwokuba omusirikale afuye firimbi akulekanidde emboli nnyo omuliro ojja kutomera, ate bw'otomera yakusiba akubuuza nze mbadde nvuga. Bana mounting ya yingini yange yakuba gonna kubya emmotoka, yakubya ekisunzo ommotoka n'entya n'okugivuga era eggulo kagimu nakakoledde waka. Yeah, so your car, you should not buy a pickup like this one simply because people are buying pickups. That's why normally I'm against people buying pickups. I'm against it. Why? Omwala wa jibula era gudde ate ku office teri mazzi amagula iwana ekicupa kya jibu ate senga nekiri nakireeta. Bana ba boda mubalaba tebaagala kumanya kamala ogulayo ka jibu wano bagaaye. Marugulayo kajibu. Who is coming out? You? Mbadde manyoli. Nti ate oyo tasobola okuvaawo kyagamba. Kale kansoke mbalekere ku music wange marugula amazzi wano. Kare. Good morning for the guys that have just joined. Today we are talking about your car as an entertainment. Do you guys realize that there are not so many ways that your car can entertain you? So oyino kubanga oli muntu bana ngoyingire kuko, you have to be very careful for borders. Abana ba border balinga batalina brakes. So that's so okay, I'm in need of a tracker today tukoze tutya jangu tujitekemu honest. You come to my office, Bat Valley Primary School tujitekemu. Oba toli wala nsobola okusindikira omuntu najja n'agiteekamu. Naye nga bw'oba oli mu town, Bat Valley is a very safe place. You can come and we do it from there. Arthur, it happened to me this weekend. Officer yatutadde, the Subaru lady switched her lane, yasibidde munze. Man, sorry. Nata Subaru kati zilimu abayiga abayitirivu. Edda Subaru used to be cars driven by people that knew how to drive. These days, Subarus are driven by so many learners. Something I've realized, I don't know why, that's and the government here city. I don't know where that thing came from. The government here city. But it seems funny depending on when you use it. Waboda nemeso zogenda. Arthur okay. Sawa meka. Nebo jakati. Whenever jakati gochomanya as I'm doing the broadcast, I'm going there now. Nyina wish 2005. Jara kulesinga shocks zayo. Shocks zayo. I have a contact of I know some Indians that bring shocks that I put in my car that are very nice. They have a type that guys in Chiseka market don't import anymore, but it's a very good type. So I could probably I'm going to look for the number. I could share that number. You take the shocks out of your car. You take a sample. Noji mutwaya na kwa shocks motoka yo yenyini. Ye yetaga sample to see that he has shocks, but his shocks are really nice. But also your mechanic could advise ezo shocks za wish tezisuka mitwala abiri pair. Okitegeera mitwala abiri pa pair ateze magasiro okubeza rice kuzo maso. That church is in Bukoto. I first heard the term government citizen when Shiba was singing live. The Shiba imba live choka government citizen. Obabi ayimba be adi bibinga ate government citizen. Bruno shocks letters suka mitwala abiri epeya. Impia is a box. But your mechanic zinalo kwaza 15 pa pair. This fuel is tempting. Nice jaganyo kati. Hey, wait. Abarabali mutano bitano kanonye tano ebisatu nywao. Kangende kutoto ya wali wange wentero okunywa. Did I jump your comment cancel? Sinaba ediwa. Arthur, do you mean people are just learning to drive without going to driving schools? They go, cancel. People go to driving schools, but they don't really learn. And even when people are out of driving schools, they have not learned properly. They still panic. They are still scared of the road. Right? Taba na confidence nganze je nina. Njo traffic asobora mufira feeding binga mtuni that ne chimpakusana atomera abantu. I think driving a car is in the past, Subaru drivers used to be guys that have actually driven all the Toyotas they can drive, and now they have driven they have decided, let me buy a Subaru. Was there? But these days, because probably Subarus are cheaper than Toyotas to buy, people are buying Subarus. Was there, right? And there are so many. Katifabari mamanyi nti Subaru zivugwa bamanyi. We need some time to actually to take it in that there are so many learners that are driving Subarus. Ate Subaru zenna kusino balana be basinga obungi. Bakati ate abantu abayina experience mmotoka mu Subaru bagenda baddukayo. Okitegera. Because they are performance Toyotas, they are much more comfortable Toyotas. And then abantu abasinga abali bamanye mmotoka bavuga nge Subaru lyo okuba just nti bamanyi nti bagala to experience it. Kati bakati yeno kadi. Kati awe esimu njitede ddala mu esimu ennyini. Dabe toto linze ani angambe toto esazo oli mutuufu bwebevudde 5 bisatu for the us that can fuel now even week katuferinge tulabe cancel those the church is in Bukoto kati olaba omusajja abeera Bulaaya amanyi Kampala okusinga omusajja Paulo Ntege oba naawe oli Bulaaya. So entertainment kati mundaba nga bwendi wano I'm feeling SC. This is katulabe nedda sebo gwabedda 5-3 gyoyogerako eri mu diesel teri mu petrol sigenda kukyamayo nyakanindemu njagala nnyo galiko at least 5 kale 5 tebiye 5 10. Olaba ne city oil petrol wabwasa 5 awo ngomanya kitabuse ku mafuta baba kitabuse kati abantu kabanywa amafuta amabi anti bagala kusevinga kabanywa amafuta amabi nese kwata bali Paulo muli waweru amma bwoba oli waweru ng'ate oluddeyo waweru kitegeeza eno kyaki bagizindi naye kyaki za Protestant nga bazizimbira emyaka 3 kati neweri awo tennaggwa ate ng'eyo abagagga bonna mwe bagenda abanene abali mu gavumenti bonna basabiraawo naye naye emaze emyaka 5 nga tennaggwa ana ya Protestant oba kiki mulwawo okumaliriza ebintu byammwe abakatuliki basobola ozimba kyaki 3 nga mwe mukyali kwemu. There is a church in Kitebi there. I was in P1, the church was not complete. Today it's not complete. Kachitegeeza Ntege mu Kampala basobola okukubuza. Oba boda asobola okwetolooza Kampala road n'akuza ku Jinja road. Ngangenda ku Jinja road Jinja road ngeri wala mu kitundu. Nakwetolooza eno waggulu eno Christ the King najja nasoka kuzako ne ku State Square n'amaana akuza ku Jinja road. Anti kwejekeza Protestant bansobera. Oba they don't want to develop. Kunange church za Protestant atenga ya bagagga. You can imagine 20 years nga bakyasondera church emu ng'ate bo bagagga. So the point for this broadcast was for me to actually make you understand that yes, you can target to use your car as a means of entertainment, but at the end of the day you need to understand that there is only so many things, so many ways that your car can be a source of entertainment. And by that I mean there are not so many ways that your car can be a form of entertainment. Apart from you having a radio, having a screen where you can watch movies when you're bored, or your kids can watch movies, it's actually never that big entertainment for you as a driver. It's much more entertaining for the people that are seated in your car, that are passengers. The only time it's actually that much entertaining for you as a driver is if you're really, really, really passionate about driving like Arthur is. Because in the Morocco njagala to that extent it is all okay phone osobola okupita nga tugende Busia nenja tugende Busia naye nga sizenti njagala nganzize because njagala kuvuga Morocco yange paka Busia. I love cars to the extent that nze bwe mbasivuga Morocco agenda mbali ntumayo omuntu sigenda yo business etamputa gavuga Morocco yange genda wantu sijikola ontegera yoteba business. So that's how much I appreciate my car. After me, I take fuel from oil energy, and it's okay for me. Oil energy. Since an aganyo, we are nearing at oil energy. It's now a habit, boss. Even the born again churches can't be finished in time. But born again, but the pastor I know so kukuzimba makaki. The born again zibarikate bo ba pastor baba mugezi church tejja kugwa. But the Protestant, it's an institution. I think the thing with the Catholics is that none of the money goes to the priest. Sente bazogera na mu church tukunganyiza emitwalo 5 ne bazogera mu dinkoni nategera simanyo musomesa zino gende Roma. Does it mean I have to buy a loudspeaker and put in the boot because it is common trend. They are not loudspeakers, cancel. Those are woofers. It boosts the bass. It answers if you listen to the music in my car. Let me play this song, particular song. It has a lot of bass. Bass, you cancel Patrick. That bass is done by the woofer. It's not done by the speakers in the car. Actually, the speakers in the car, if you put that bass and increase the volume, the speakers in the car would blow. But the woofer serves to reduce the load that is put on the speakers. So that's what the woofer does. It gives you better sound as well as an individual. Let me see if I have a song that has a lot of like stereo. I think the cafe actually has. The cafe song has. No, let me see. One of the sweepers, I think. It gives you a much cleaner sound. You hear it? Let me see this. You can use equalizers without actually fear. You can use loud music without the fear that your speakers will blow, because the woofer serves also as a brake for your knob. When you have a woofer, there is no way you're going to have music very loud. Why? Because the woofer will definitely give you that loud music without you being too loud. Nemu amafuta ngate gali nnyo kaneralikirizamu tetugenda kuddayo mu kakaaga kati abagula kawundeza 2.4 liter nga balabaga komera temugenda kujja mutwe yazikikozi korola zaffe. You guys are enjoying a nice view. It's a very nice view, especially when the trees come in. Comes a very good view. Actually, for today, let me go up. I'm going to pass a different route so that you get a different view. Since I know that some of you muliwa weru. Naiso msajja jakole mounting ya ingi ni yakuba. Nenyiga yalira naye kati ojiwulira bulungi nyo okoleze motoka bweti netokotira mu body n'otya n'okutya. So for a person that has a car, I think one of the things you should buy is a woofer. Buy a woofer. The other thing you should buy is a touch screen radio. Tewali nsonga lwaki omuntu yagula emmotoka ye ate otandika okunyiga amapeesa, otandika okunyola mu knobs every time you want to do something. Okitegeera. Buy a woofer. If you can't buy an Android radio, 600,000 musomesa ziyangamba ziyajigula. I think that also includes installation. Take a esimu motoka. Okitegeera. Like now me, nze simanyi nti ebweru waliyo omusana era ngenda guwulira nga ntuse wali ku office. Naye kati nze the way I'm feeling cool. Now for you guys that are single, AC in your car will give you much higher prospects of getting laid as well. Okitegeera. Waawe toyinza kuba single ng'ate n'emmotoka gy'ovuga temuli AC. Kati abakazi balondawo. Ajja kwa kugayi ng'avuga Corolla namukadde ngeya Arthur ng'erimu ka AC. Gw'omuvugire mu kibiina nga temuli AC. Era alondawo oli owa AC. Okitegeera. So, ka AC kateekemu mu mmotoka. Naddala mu abali single, there is a time we were buying a car. There was a choice of a Primo and a Subaru. Lwaki obeera single jeke embeera y'ensi gireke baaba abantu bali single ate abamu tebakironda nawo tasalawo nti kabeere single. Abantu abamu tebasalawo kubeera single. Life just happens to them and they end up being single. Nagezaako ate kati ozanyisa emiguunwa gy'e Kampala omuntu abeera nga ye buli kiseera atomera miguunwa nga tanafunayo mukazi alimu magezi. Kati nani yesanga alina okubeera single. Mr. Arthur, are the car woofers special or they are normal woofers like people use? No, they are different. Car woofers are different, and there are some that are very expensive. Of course, nze kati nakoma ddokula woofer no bampa nampe nakoma dda, but woofers can go as much as $1,000,000 okitegeera. Kati waliwo abantu abamu nga balina ne amplifiers mu motoka. When the sound comes from the car, it goes to an amplifier, then it goes to a sound system behind. Kate yebeera different. That would be a different sound. But this is for people that really want that extra sound. Oh, the other thing you can do to make your car more entertaining, like this is something that I've wanted to do for the urbans. Put screens on your headrests. This. You can actually put a screen there on each of them. They don't strain to look at the screen that is in front. That's one thing that I've wanted to do for the urbans, but I want to do it for the car that I'll buy for their mother. We have used the different routes today. It's just the upper road. Where street no street ze Kampala ngwako ngwe. Ze kastentu kastate ba one way njivuka. Ha mulabe mwana wa boda. Ajama zeko. Bute bayina breaks bana. Yeah, I also think so. A man, like JK has said, a man saves more money when they are in a stable relationship. Especially a man that only attracts gold diggers. If you're the kind of man that attracts gold diggers, you're much better in a relationship. But JK, there are also men that spend more money when they are in a relationship than when they are single. Asaja bamba ina gold digger. Gomkaza aliwo kumukeusha bukeusha. Land Cruiser ya black anga atenyu. Mojirabye. It's really nice in black, eh? It actually look better in matte black. Arthur, Subaru XT and Subaru XV, which is the best? I think the XV is the latest. Okay, because the XV might be better because it's bigger. Which take it. It's bigger, much more comfortable, I presume, because bigger is supposed to be much more comfortable. So I would definitely go for the XV if you can afford it. Sirikala atunuya namukadde yange nga talina kyagikolera nga noonya bw'atandika okugiyikiriza talaba. Naye mwekole emmotoka ye ebe ennungi osirike. And I will know Ugandan brokers even remove speakers in vehicles and send them off. Yeah, definitely. Your car can come with a woofer. Because majority of the time when people want to sell cars, they give them to brokers to sell. So katajaji jam. Mumulabe wana wa boda avuse one way. Matari serious. Arthur, I bought my Toyota Noah ordinary at 10 million in 2021 and I sold it at 11 last month. Yeah, what was the bulungi? You can imagine you bought a car 2 years ago at 10 million and sold it at 11. That's profitable. It also depends on how much you put in it. You talk about you got 10 million gari mumbera ambinyo no jitereza nyonge inogenda 11. Me, I believe you sold very well. I believe you sold very well. Looking at the cars I actually recommend people to buy now. Which take it at 11 for someone to buy the newer old model, it would be that they really want the newer. But I would definitely tell them to add like 2 million or even 1 million and get the new newer, the 2005 model. It's much better value for money. You're looking for a better newer, the newer model, I assume, right? Mina pade. Gwe yongera maaso naawe. Mbasiibula olwo mbasiibula ono ngaliwo bubebi bungi bukolawo ki jump. Mbasiibula kavyoloza mukanyumidwa bulungi ono Ronald gwe wabbye bubbi baaba watunze bulungi naye nzobe morokayo bambi wali ogikoze nga ne million 11 bakubbye. Okay, Samuel Cisse, good morning. Kambagalize weekend ennungi, weekend nungi. Don't forget to consider what you wanted to achieve in your goals. Wilbur Martha Academy Director, Ahimbisiwe Dennis, It's My Role, Tracy Jen Nicholas, Joel Wamunga, Chairman Zach, Access News, Bukenya Abe. Tomorrow is Market Tuesday. You can come and market your products and services. Don't forget to add your numbers. You cannot write full numbers, but you write your number. Batulagawano, you write 0 underscore figure underscore. You get like that. Then you write your number. Nsereko Starch, Muyombia Mark, Abi Bukenya, Access News, Chairman Zach, Mugowa Farouk, Mutumba Pade, Isaac Luirika, Waboyi Nelson, Rubura Chris Fitness, Hanaba Joshua, Deep in Coffee, Harrison Paul, Dr. Jonathan Chiwanuka, Alan Mulindwa, Chairman Zach, Brian Bwire, Ndiasima Myers, Maogole Nicholas, Moses Heath, Charles Nkugwa, Salmin, Ben Kako, William, Travel Vlog, Jude Kasibante, David Jack Tumusime, Kairon Kawesa, Hirari Muyambi, Mugalasi Joshua, Lucky Moses Adams, Ahimbisiwe Dennis, JK, of course, Harrison Paul, Muroza Sibamaze, you know, Chinalwa Bruno, Mavo Gadget Center, Mr. Lucius, Adoa Ernest, Adoa, I'm waiting for you. Jangan njiteke mu 111. Toddy Ronald, Paul Ntege the Great, Council Patrick Asiku, Mamba mazeyo baba. May God bless you today, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Don't forget to go back and look at your goal list. And don't forget, on Saturday, the cafe is showing at 8 p.m. on Pearl Magic Loco. Man, those touch radios have a tendency of heating up. Are you sure? Eya ingate heating. Anemo bugu. Oba chita kachiba chikache wagula. After selling my new 11, I want to buy a Toyota Spacio new model UB series. How much? The Toyota Spacio new model have about 25 million to get a good one. Yeah. May God bless you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.